share the show. I don't care if you share it to your granny, your granny's granddaughter, your granny's grandson. Let's get this thing going. You know what it is. Get to it, get to it. Hit that button, people. Good on my end, everything's sounding good on your end.
Dead man walking.
Salute to all of my day ones and my stay ones, definitely in the building, rocking out with us. You know what it is. I need you guys to share the show, hit that like button, and get us where we need to go. Miss Camille.
Hi.
Tell me how your day is going.
Mine is going good. How's your day going?
Listen, my life is amazing. My life is amazing. Listen, before we get started, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell people what type of content that you push out, and where they can locate your pages at.
Okay, well, I'm Camille. My most viral platform is Instagram, which is at TheRealkmarieee. And I do like Riz videos. I do some skits here and there. I'm thinking about, expanding my content, obviously, but that's what I'm working with now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Where can they find you at, on what platforms, and what is your username?
It's TheRealkmarieee, and I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
That's what I'm talking about. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing content, I would say probably for like a year, but Riz videos, I recently started doing that probably like 3 months ago. Yeah. But I've been doing content for like a year and a half.
Okay, so I guess this does fall under the concept of Riz content, I guess. But listen, so some of your stuff came across my profile, and I was like, okay, hell, follow, right?
Okay.
Where did you get this concept from? A woman shooting her shot at men. Where did you get this concept from?
Honestly, I don't know. I just tried it. The first time I ever tried it was like, I actually did it for the first time a year ago. Only did it one time, and then I just stopped doing it. But the video actually did like 100K. I just did it. I don't know. I was thinking about content ideas. I've seen a few people do it here and there. You don't really see it that often, but I was just like,
okay,
I didn't know what else to do.
Right. Listen, for those of you who are not familiar with her, listen, I don't know. I don't follow just anything. It's got to be something that, yeah, I don't. It just got to be something that I believe if I subscribe to that channel, it's going to benefit me somehow. I'm not going to see as much negativity. It's got to be something that's kind of cool, right? Listen, I want you guys to check out what I'm talking about.
Excuse me.
What's up?
What's up? You look good.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. What you doing here?
Shit, I got paid to come here.
Oh, you got paid to come here? So this just a job for you?
Oh, yeah, for sure, every day.
Okay. So what you get into after this? Why are you laughing?
If you own it right now.
Am I making you nervous?
Nah.
It look like I am. You looking away.
I'm goofy though. Like, I laugh a lot.
You laugh a lot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like goofy people. That's good. You can't be laughing too much. I don't like that. Because I'm feel like you laughing at me.
Listen, I'm talking about real talk, intimidating these Negroes. Boot on the neck, for real.
Flirting with me?
Yeah. I see something I like. I can't flirt with you?
Oh.
Oh. What?
Ooh.
Oh.
See what I'm saying? vibe, you know.
That's good. It looks, you matching my nails. I like that. You like orange?
Nah, I like black and purple.
You like black and purple. So why you wearing all this orange? You got an orange hat, orange shirt.
Hey, I'm that dude. I can,
orange and red. Okay, you can switch it up basically.
I can do whatever.
Okay, I like that. You gonna take my number down?
See, I'm being drunk. My phone don't, you know.
Your
It's
phone
Hit you
what?
guys
my
with one.
storage
I'm gonna hit you guys with one more before we dig into this thing.
Excuse me. What's your name? Danielle. It's what?
Dre.
You look good, Dre.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you the part that always gets me when she pulls up on them. Dap me up like, hey, nigga, dap me up, nigga. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
You got a fucking snake? I'm scared.
Why you scared? Don't be scared of the snake. Don't be scared of
This your
snake.
snake?
Yeah.
That's gonna be ours now? Gonna be
Yeah,
our
it can be
pet?
ours. Yeah,
Oh,
ours.
okay.
Don't be scared of him though. He
I'm
don't
not
bite.
gonna be scared. It's
He don't
not,
bite.
ooh.
He don't bite.
Okay, good. What you doing here?
Shit, I'm here to party, get lit, have fun.
Listen, so I have questions. I have questions for you, right? What percentage of, let me make sure you're not muted, okay. What percentage of your character is actually who you really are? If you see a man that you're attracted to, first, give me 1,000 apologies. About how old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay. What percentage of your character, your online character, what percentage, and I'm talking about where you will see a man that you're attracted to and you'll shoot your shot, what percentage of that character is really who you are? If you had to rank it on a percentage base, what percentage is that really you?
If I'm being honest, I would say 0.
Yeah?
I'm not really a shoot my shot type of person. Like,
Yeah?
but I feel like doing that content will probably like it has made me like more comfortable to where I might do it, but on a real life level type of thing, I don't. I do it for the content. If I'm being
Okay.
honest, like.
It's most definitely, without a doubt, like, I do coaching and things like that, and there are exercises that I give people, certain people, I give them exercises, because when you're executing certain exercises, hands down, you're gonna get comfortable with this. And this thing that you do, this
Yeah.
is shock value. This is definitely shock value, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Are you single right now?
Yes.
How long ago was your last relationship? Your last serious relationship?
Like a year ago.
And it was a serious relationship?
Yeah, it was pretty serious.
Okay. In real life, would you consider yourself more of a relationship girl or I'm single and mingling?
I feel like I'm a little bit of both. I love relationships, but it's not something that I need or cling to. Like I'm cool with being single. I'm cool with having my options, but I definitely love to have somebody to come home to. So yeah.
Let me ask you this, because my content, my show is completely different. I promote black families and things like that. We're in a really this thing that we're inside of. It's unlike anything we've experienced before. Transactional dating and just a whole bunch of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your grandmother, traditional marriages, mom does most of the cooking and dad works. These things are pretty much gone in your day and time. You know what I mean?
Pretty
Women
much.
are like, no, nigga, I make just as much money as you. You know what I'm saying? In your opinion, how important, and I know you're younger, but how important do you think, and I'm going to say this a certain way to where it grabs you, not where you grab it. I'm going to make this grab you. Have you ever thought about the concept of when you are 40 years old and I don't know, maybe your what's it called? Immune system isn't as good as it used to be, some health issues. Have you ever thought about how important it is to have a significant other in the later years of my life so I'm not handling this entire life thing all by myself?
So you saying like having? Okay, I'm trying to really
Yeah,
understand
having
what you're saying.
someone to battle life with you, because life is tough. I know you went through some things. We've all went through some things.
Yeah.
It usually hits single people harder than it hits people who are in a relationship. So my question to you is, and I want you to be honest too. On a
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 10, how important do you think it is for men and women to get married and have each other's back throughout life?
I feel like it's very important. Like that's one thing that I definitely look. Like, two, when I get older, I definitely want to have like a partner to go through life with because it's already a lot by myself. So to
It's a
have that
lot.
person, yeah, and it's not only about having a partner. Like I see a big family for myself. I want to have a family. I'm very family oriented, so that's another major role. Like I want to be able to raise a family and have a husband to go through everything with.
That's what I'm talking about. I wanted to hear that. Do you have any kids now?
No,
No kids at all.
no,
Okay, that
no
means I
kids.
can go in a little bit. That means I can go in a little bit. I
Go
have a question.
in.
Hey, we're about to go. Turbulence, people. My question to you is this.
Hmm.
It is a privilege to me to get a hold of our young sisters, your age, way before they do those really, really bad mistakes that our aunties and the other people did. So my question to you is this. Are you aware of how men treat single moms?
I would say yes and no.
Are you aware
That
that
much
we don't
aware.
like that?
I'm aware of that. Yes, I'm definitely.
Yeah. We kind of and I knew how I was going to come at you when you agreed to do the show. I knew how I was going to come at you because, in my personal
Mhm.
opinion, a lot of the other women, if you've seen any of my content, like it's almost like talking to a brick wall when these women are 50 and 60 years old.
Yeah.
What's wrong with having 3 children by 3 different men? Like the conversations are
Oh.
insane. It's insane. And
Mhm.
what I wanted to make sure that I impressed upon you, you are at an age right now where a lot of women are jealous of you because of your age and your looks. Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
aware of that?
I'm very aware. I get it in my comments every day. Every day.
Yeah.
So
So check this
I'm
out.
aware.
What I look like coming across your profile or in real life, the people who know you in real life. I'm talking about aunties. I'm talking about older friends, family friends, female family friends. They know that they're close to 50 now. Things have started sagging. Their skin isn't as tight as it used to be. They're not as beautiful as they used to be. Do you know that those women are envious of women like you and they're competing against you?
I know it. I know it. It's. I mean, it's pretty common with the world that we live in because social media. Everybody is just comparing themselves. Everybody is feeling down. So it's pretty easy. Like even if they're younger or older, it's a lot of comparison. It's a lot of envy. It's a lot all around the world. So yeah, I'm very aware of that.
Well, see, in the black community, it's completely different. Um,
Mm.
in the black community, it our women latched on to the feminism movement and they went crazy, like multiple kids by multiple different men. So now men aren't going to them when it's time to get serious. Guess where they're going? They're going to women like you, your age, 29-year-olds, because you haven't torn yourself to pieces up like that yet, right? Men are very, very territorial. Men are very
Yeah.
territorial. Yes, and when it comes to a woman, we will take another man off of this planet about her, right? That's ours. That belongs to me right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you have people who have torn themselves up, they got out there, they got in that whole phase, and they went absolutely nuts. Now they have a reputation. Anytime someone asks about them, one of the homies say, "Yeah, but you don't want to." Yeah, she been around, my guy. And so a lot of their opportunities are getting ruined and things like that. But see, I think a lot of people don't understand that women like you are coming up right now at this age where your beauty is youthful, and these women know that you are at the exact age to where they wish they could time machine back to your age and redo all
Yeah.
of the terrible shit that they did. Because listen, we're all gonna have some fun, right? We're all gonna do some things, but African American women went crazy with it. Like there's some things that you can't rebound from. You can't go back and take an eraser and erase two of those three kids you got away because this man who you think he's fine, you want him bad than a mother effer, right? He's feeling you, but you just found out she got too many kids. You can't go back and erase two of those kids. That thing is there. You just missed out on the opportunity. And that's what a lot of these women are dealing with is anger, envy. Because imagine yourself that all of the guys who thought you were cute and the guys you really wanted to be with, but you no longer qualify for them because you've had all of these kids. Have you ever thought about something like that?
No. I'm always thinking about how they're gonna qualify for me, if I'm being honest.
Okay, well, hey, turbulence, people. Let's go then.
Yeah.
This is almost going to be unfair because you're still young and you haven't developed all of your value yet. But I'm going to ask you,
Yeah.
a man who is a good man, he has things going on for himself. Since you say you are the value, a man who has already done well for himself financially and things like that, he's looking for somebody to really lock in with and begin the long term of his life with. How do you benefit his life, make his life better to where he says, no, she really makes my life better? What is so I am the prize about you?
My ambition, like I feel like if you have somebody that's very ambitionist, I'm not saying that right, I don't know. But if
Ambitious,
you
yeah.
have that person that has like that drive and that ambition, that's where you're gonna continue to succeed. And somebody that I want somebody that I can grow with and help grow, and we can grow together. So I feel like I'm gonna be that person to always encourage them. We're gonna encourage
Right.
each other. We're gonna grow. We're gonna expand. Um, Spiritually as well, I'm very in tune with God. Obviously, I'm working on that. I'm
I
young,
love it. I love it.
but we're gonna grow spiritually. We're gonna eat better together. Like if you're already there financially and stuff, which I'm not all the way there in a lot of aspects. Like I said, I'm only 19. But if I have that person that is there to a certain extent, then I know I can, evolve, and he can evolve even more because I'm that person that's gonna push him to keep going harder, keep growing, keep expanding. That's me personally. It's a lot of people that linger and be leeches and just suck, 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 take. But
Right,
I'm not the
right.
type of person. I'm speaking life. I'm ready to elevate with them. So
That's what
that's
I'm
why I
talking
feel
about.
like I bring a lot of quality. Like,
Do you growing up, did you have your father in your life?
yeah.
To where you got to where you know about things he's taught you and where he really gave you advice and he's in your life.
I wouldn't say like gave me that much advice and stuff. Okay, so my parents were separated, so it was like I had that father figure, but I just feel like I didn't have like that father figure relationship to where like he's constantly pouring into me and
Right,
like
right,
I'm
right.
learning, I'm growing from things because honestly, like when I was being raised, my parents still had a lot of work to do within themselves, so it wasn't that much getting poured into me personally from both ends, if I'm being honest.
Okay, and you were able to. So, at what age did you realize that you weren't getting poured into like you felt like you should have been? What age did you realize that?
Probably like 13, 14,
Okay,
around that age. Yeah.
I could definitely go for that. Um, the reason I'm asking you this is because that's why this show is so beneficial. Like, oftentimes, women come on this show and they hear things that it's like they haven't heard these conversations yet. And most of the time it's because they didn't grow up with their father in their life, right? But the reason why studies suggest that boys and girls turn out better with their father in their lives is because the mom is a protector. And it's almost in a bad way. She's a protector to where she's gonna make you can't do no wrong. She's always gonna come to your defense. Dads are the exact opposite, right? We're gonna tell you, no, you should have your business. You ain't have your ass no business with your ass over there doing that in the first place, right? That's where
Mm-hmm.
that growth is gonna come from. Um, I wanted to make sure that I put emphasis on you knowing who you are. When people see you, I've seen your videos. When people see you, you have the ability to make people think that you are of value. You have a certain look. You haven't ruined yourself, and from what I see, you haven't ruined yourself with all of that ghetto ratchetness. Listen, that stuff may be fun and did. Period. Listen, that stuff may be fun right now, but when people go to your social medias, did you know that social media is the #1 meeting place for couples now?
I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not.
People are diving in DMs. Now, here's the crazy part about that. Whatever you put on social media, it is your business card. If you are all ratchet and ghetto, and when I say ratchet and ghetto, I'm talking, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these booger wolves. I'm talking about getting caught shoplifting at the Dollar General. I'm talking about real, genuine Walmart booger wolves.
You talking about ratchet?
Yeah, yeah. It is important to not go too far. And here's why.
Yeah.
This thing with dating in your age group, people are going in. Someone who's 19 pretty much has the access to do everything pretty much that 50-year-olds do.
We do.
But if you're doing all of the things at 19 that pretty much 50-year-olds do, you're going to get worn out. Even on an actual level, you're going to get worn out, burnt out, things like that. And when somebody really good, it's time for them to come into your life, you're not going to be any good anymore. I don't know if you've ever heard this. Did you know, it's called pair bonding, that pass around 10 actual partners? I know you probably had some girlfriends that they get into it with their man, and I'm talking about they lose their mind like, mother effer, you ain't leaving me in this and this and that. That means she's attached to him. She's crazy about him. She's probably in love with him. Did you know that past 10 actual partners, a woman's ability to be like that towards a man, a woman's ability to bond to her partner, it reduces all the way down from 100% to 20%. You ever been told that?
No, but I can see it because I'm not crazy over a man at all. Like I be so. That's crazy. So that's like study.
Yeah, that's research. You can look it
I
up. It's
was
called.
kind of confused. Like I was in my first relationship, and once I got out of it, I wasn't the crazy type as what I used to see. Like I wasn't on, but I definitely experienced a lot at a young age. Like going out, meeting people. I've done that like at 15. So it's like I don't know.
I get that too. That's another thing. Like at 15, you guys are doing things at 15 that we were doing like at 21. You know what I mean? So it does give you a boost. It does give you a boost. I want to play something else really quick. Let me go right here.
Yo, excuse me. What's your name? Thad. Nice to meet you. You look good.
Appreciate it.
You my type.
Yeah, you look
Light
good,
skin type shit.
Yeah.
You fucking with it?
For sure.
Yeah. What you finna get into?
Shit, we just got to the belt line. We just walking.
To the belt line.
Yeah.
Okay. My name Camille. Trying to see what you get into. Can I get a 360? You look good.
Nah, you can do it.
I can do a 360. Yeah. I don't be doing all that. Nah. You made me. Let me get your number.
You can get my number?
Yeah.
Let me pull your phone up. Let me show you.
So you telling us that in real life you wouldn't approach a man like that? He'd have to come shoot a shot at you?
So that approach was actually, I was testing a new type of content out. I was basically rizzing a guy up how guys rizz up girls. So that's how I was coming out pretty aggressive. But no, I wouldn't do that in real life.
So
you think I'm gonna go to somebody like, yo? Like, no.
So somebody who, okay, so let me ask you this. Maybe not right now, but I want to know. I want to know right now. Right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is a serious relationship to you?
Right now, in this day and time?
Is it I still got things to do? I'm ambitious. I still want my career. Like on a scale of
I
1 to 10, right now, how important is a very serious relationship to you?
0.
Ooh.
But when you say very serious, it's like, what are we talking about? Because if I'm gonna like insert any relationship, it needs to be very serious because I don't want to play or waste time. So if we're talking about very serious or a relationship in general,
I'm
I'm gonna
talking
say a
about a
relationship in
relationship that could lead to marriage
right
eventually.
now. If it's gonna lead to marriage, I mean, I don't know. That's different, but right now,
Listen, it could
I
lead
say
to
0.
marriage in 3 years, but I'm talking about today. It starts off as a serious relationship. You guys are monogamous. You're not dating anybody else, and it looks like eventually you guys are going to get married. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is something like that to you right now?
0,
I could go for that. I
1.
could respect
You
that.
said 1.
I can respect that because you're 19 years old. Um, Let me see something. But here's what I want to say to you. Do you know the importance of not getting yourself out there? Listen, you're probably not familiar with this. Oh, snap. What is up with that? I know you're not familiar with this because we created this thing right here.
What?
You see this?
Hmm.
You can't see that, can you?
No, I
We call that the
car.
dating highway.
Oh,
Do you
so
see all of
confused.
those crashes, all of those wrecks, all of those busted tail lights?
Yeah.
That's what it's like being out there on the dating scene for too long. Have you ever thought about that?
No.
Because think about it. Think about all that you go through. This guy broke my heart, right? This right here, he was the best lover I ever had. I thought it was going to be a relationship. It wasn't. By the time you get done going through all of these experiences, you're going to be affected somehow. Do you disagree? You may be bitter
I
because
agree.
yeah. And this is why I tell people the dating highway was designed for you to spot something that you're interested in, jump on the dating highway, get that thing, and hurry up and jump back off before that crash begins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, how conscious are you of making sure you don't get too far out there in the party world, in the dating world? How conscious are you of it? How often do you think about that? That no, I got to protect myself and I got to watch things.
I'm very conscious because I feel like I don't know. You don't want to get too far and deep with certain things because you can lose yourself. Like you said, with the partying life and the dating life, you can really lose yourself in that scene. Sometimes that's the only way people get through life is when they're dating somebody, and that's the only way they get poured into. I don't want to live like that. I want to be able to live with pouring into myself and
Right.
having fun, other partying and stuff like that. Like I don't want to. That's not my life.
I want to go
That's not
back
it.
to something really quick. So right here, oh, that's not it. So right here,
Yo, yo, excuse me.
you have a friend or someone like that who does your cameras and things.
Hmm.
So how'd you put that together? When you first decided to get serious, did you know everything that you needed or no?
No, I still don't even have everything that I need, honestly. My sister actually records my videos. We do similar videos. She records them, I record hers.
Okay. That's a
Simple
good
experience.
concept. Nipsey Hussle said he did that with Jay Stone, like you know what I mean. Some on certain days, Jay Stone would be in the studio and Nipsey would be recording him, and on certain days, Nipsey would be, you know what I mean. So they would. It comes in
Yeah.
handy for the both of you. Um, what are the biggest complications that you've run into with this content creating thing?
Um, Making sure the audio is correct and the lightning. You gotta like come outside at a certain time, or you gotta be at the right places. It can't be too loud. Like when the type of content I do, I kind of like the party scenery, but it just be because it's a lot of people around, so a lot of people I can go raise up, but it be loud. The lightning be bad, so those are really the complications. But other than that, it's easy.
On a
It's not too
scale of
hard.
1 to 10, how much do you struggle? Because like what people don't understand with this content creating thing, I
Mm-hmm.
don't care if your man wants to kick it with you. If he trying to peel your clothes off right now. No, I don't care if you're sleeping. I don't care if you're hungry. You really do have to get up and go shoot that content. You have to
You do.
interrupt some of the things. You really do have to be consistent. Tell me your
That's true.
experience with that. Has that been a tough experience with you?
I live in Atlanta, so it's pretty much a lot of things to do every day, but it depends on me to get up and go do it. Like after I actually stopped posting for like 5 days straight, and it definitely did like a decline
It will affect your
on my
analytics.
views. It will definitely affect it. So if you don't get up and go do that content and post every day, your page is gonna go down.
I
So
promise.
that's the bad part about it.
Um,
I mean,
do you plan on getting very serious with this? Like, and I'm talking about this particular show that you have right now, the thing that you do right now. Do you play if it takes you a year to get 150,000 subscribers? Do you have it in your mind that you're going to continue pressing?
I'm gonna continue pressing to like elevate on content and like get followers and stuff, but the certain type of content I do no, because I definitely want to switch it up. I want to be able to get brand deals. I want to be able to elevate when it comes to my content. So I'm definitely ready to do a little turnover, but I'm definitely serious about getting my name out there. Like just seeing how fast you can go up. It's like I want to continue to see how like I want to see where I can get, how big I can get. Like I'm not
Okay.
gonna stop. It's just the
Okay, so
start.
if we told you today that you couldn't post Riz content anymore, do you know off the top of your head what your next pivot would be?
No, I do got some other ideas like right up. I have a lot of ideas that I just haven't
Okay.
actually did, but I did pretty good with the skits, so I'll probably start with that. Do some collabs. Yeah.
Because this thing that you have going on, I think I think you've taken some content down too. Because unless I missed them, there's like two that was my favorite
Um,
videos that are missing or
yeah,
whatever.
I didn't
I
take
think.
it down. You just gotta swipe over to the reels part.
Got you,
Yeah.
got you, got you.
Yeah.
That's crazy that I'm just now learning that.
You
Okay,
didn't know
I
that?
did. I
You
didn't. I've
gotta.
had content. I've had social media managers and stuff. Usually, other people are dealing with my accounts and
Nah,
things
you
like
want
that,
unk
right?
mode.
Um, if you were, because here's where I want you to be thinking.
Mhm.
Once you start thinking, okay, so I'm going to ask you. You're not going to have a clue because you're 19. Do you have any clue where you want to live for the rest of your life? Where you want to be?
State wise or
Yep.
no, I don't have a clue, but I'm from Michigan, but I definitely don't want to live in Michigan. So, and I don't want to stay in Georgia for the rest of my life. This is just a stepping stool for me. So, I'll probably, I don't know, no, not state-wise, no.
You haven't
But
thought
like
about it.
living situation, yes, but state-wise, no.
You're 19, but the reason that I was impressed with contacting you is because. So let me ask you this: do you have any girlfriends your age who have kids?
No.
Really?
I definitely know a lot of people my age that have kids, but like I don't have that many friendships. But I know a lot. Like I said, I'm from Detroit, so I see that every day. I see people younger, older. Like it's a plethora of
Everywhere.
ages. Yeah. So,
Okay,
but
so my question to you is this. Well, here's what we don't understand.
hmm
People who are in the field that I'm in, we say this to ourselves. We're not getting on black women and black woman bashing and things like that. That's not the case. We see something, men and women are different. We see something very clear that's happening. We see a lot of casual sex that's leading to pregnancies. That's never good. Nothing good can
yeah.
come out of that, right? So what we have an issue processing in our minds is, how do women keep falling for this if they've saw that when their sister got pregnant, she didn't have as much freedom as she used to have?
Mm.
Do you see that? Do you guys even think about that or pay attention to that? Your
Okay. I
girlfriends
definitely
who,
pay
when they
attention
had
to
a
that.
baby, it kind of messed their life up.
So my oldest had a baby when she was younger, probably around She got pregnant at 18, so I definitely seen it. And I actually was recently in a situation where I got pregnant. Um, at this age, was I 18? I,
I think you're freezing up. I think
phone
you're
is
freezing up.
dying. Yeah, my phone is dying. Oh my gosh, I'm all the way downstairs.
So
Would I
so
be able to join back?
yeah.
Okay, give me 2 minutes.
I got you. I got you.
Sorry, sorry. Oh, I hate myself.
The reason that this show was important to me, that right there, some of you who are familiar with the show, you've heard us saying it over and over and over. We've gotten to the point where we're like, these older women, right? It's gotten to the point where you're yelling at a brick wall. This is the age right here where they need to hear the talk that we talk. It's important because, well, she has, but it's important because this is how we stop the booger wolves from being created. And what I mean by that is this. Let's talk real if we're going to talk real. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and get rough with this thing here. Turbulence, people. Right? Let's not lie about this. The black community looks terrible. To all races of people, it looks terrible. You don't have to go all the way inside of it to see the carnage on the outside gates of the black community. You don't have to look hard. You see it wherever a lot of black people are. And the women are the primary wrecking balls behind the demolition. The reason it's important to get a hold to young ladies like this is because I've always believed that those nasty black Jezebel spirit embedded black women who are causing all of the trouble in the black community, it's justified. It's justified. Imagine raising 2 or 3 babies by yourself. Imagine this for real. You hear?
Yeah, my bad. I'm so.
Oh, good. Imagine raising 2 or 3 children. So, oh, she's froze again. Are you here?
Froze.
Can you hear
Hello.
me? Can you hear me? Listen, imagine. Let me get this straight. Put it over here then. We'll do it like this. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, that's perfect. Let me ask you this. And we're going to be real. We're not talking about you. We're talking about what you see on social media. We're talking about some of what you have in your family, things like that. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you think African American women's behavior is today? And I'm talking about everything, being ghetto, having all of the kids. How bad, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad would you say the behavior is?
African American women
Yep.
behavior.
What people are saying about them,
Okay, I'm gonna be
all of
honest.
it. You said what?
I'm gonna be honest. I'll say a 6 out of 10.
You said a 6?
Cause we can't put it on every black woman. Like we can't put it on every black woman. But honestly, the past few generations, it's been bad.
Most people would suggest it's an 8. There's good black
I
women.
can I can see that.
Yeah, there's really good black women who it's hard for them to date because of the reputation that has been put on black women due to a lot of this messed up stuff. And the reason that I was looking forward to having a conversation with you is because you still have a chance to be everything that you want to be. The world is your oyster right now. When people end up pregnant. Oh, what was you saying about that? What was you saying about that?
I was saying I actually was pregnant before. I didn't decide to have the baby, obviously, but you gotta react your question though.
Yeah,
Sorry.
when people are having these children, it's going to put a pause on your ambitions, on the things that you aspire to do in life. And we are really, really curious to ask, especially young ladies like you, like, do you guys think about that? Like, because listen, I'm not going to treat you the same. What if you're a baby mama, you're going to get different treatment. Do you understand that men treat baby mamas different than they treat women who don't have kids?
I understand it, yeah.
Do you think
I
it's
understand.
unfair?
Yeah. I mean, I really feel like it depends on how you carry yourself. Like, I don't think nobody should be judged on bearing a children. Like, that's what we came in this world to do.
With your
But
husband?
I mean, yeah. But
Yeah.
sometimes things don't go like that.
And see, here's the thing with me. I just really don't think that you guys know how important it is. Like, there's people who helped raise you, aunties and things. They can't get married. They can't get married. It's because when men come into a woman's life, listen, what about when I want to come over your house with a trench coat on, I'm butt naked and just walk in your door and open the trench coat? What about when I want to take you on the kitchen table? What about in the living room on the floor when we watching this cool movie and then those sparks just hit? I can't do that because you
I
got
feel
these
you.
kids.
I've seen it growing up. My mom
See
was
what?
a single mother, so I definitely can see your point of view from that. I definitely can see it. I definitely can see that.
Listen, did you know this? Did you know that men talk about that? So when men, here's how men do.
Hmm.
You're gonna walk away from this knowing a lot more about men, guaranteed,
You
guaranteed.
already telling me some stuff.
Listen, when we get around our friends, this has happened regularly in my life. Hey fam,
Mm.
listen, I know y'all ain't met her, but this little shorty I've been messing with, hey, her name is Katil. Katil, this is da 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 da. When she leaves and he's telling us about, bro, listen, she got hair down to her back. Bro, she feminine. Bro, she beautiful. We're hearing all of that. That's fine. We're listening to you, but we really want you to shut the hell up and address the question we want to ask. How many
Mm.
kids she got?
Mm.
That we're going right there. We're not letting you dance around it, no nothing. We're going, okay, we heard you talk about how amazing her hair is. We heard you talk about uh she's beautiful. We heard you talk about her shape is banging. What we want to know, how many kids she got, my nigga? Because
Come on,
that
money.
puts it devalues a woman's value.
Mm.
Do you disagree with that?
No, I agree with that because it's like, how many times are you gonna keep having kids like with different people, not settling down, getting married? It's like
Yes.
once you make that mistake one time, okay, but once you continually do it and it's a cycle, then it's like you're putting that on yourself. At the end of the day, nobody. I get it. Like nobody wants to be with. I mean, I don't know how to say this
It,
without
it,
saying it
it's
like that.
almost it's almost
It's
like
like,
it's almost like, listen, what you said was 100% right, because even men, we will give you guys one mistake. You just got to, because none of us are perfect. But when you do it a couple of times after that, you're in trouble. Some of your aunties and some of your older sisters and things like that, do you
mhm.
know that they have been chronically single for like 5, 10, and 15 years? And what I mean when I say chronically single, I'm talking about what I consider a serious relationship is your mom is crazy about this boy. Your granny is crazy about him. He calls some of your relatives family. You might have a key to his house. Sometimes you drive. That's a real relationship to me. Some
Yeah.
women have not been able to get in one of those in 5, 10, and 15 years. And it's because they went crazy on the dating highway. Do you and your girlfriends have conversations like this?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have conversations about how men treat women?
Yeah.
How do you think men treat women?
Like shit, honestly. I don't think their intentions be pure. I think everything is just lustful,
I agree with that.
honestly.
I will tell you
Not
who
only
get.
lust.
Go ahead.
I feel like I'm sorry. Not only lust, I also feel like it's a comfort thing. Like I feel like men just want to feel like that comfort and feel being loved on. They got mommy issues. It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a plethora of things, honestly.
So,
They're
what's
users to make it short and sweet.
do you think that men and women are users?
Yeah.
Who you think is the biggest user out of men and women? Don't do me like that. Her phone just died, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, it didn't.
Hello.
Yeah. Who do you think is the biggest user out of men and women? Who do you think is the
My little
biggest?
sister just called me. I'm irritated.
It's all
My
good. It's
bad.
all good. We're gonna edit this. You won't even see any of this. Um, who do you
Hmm.
think the biggest user out of men and women?
I think it's neutral. I think it's equal, honestly.
What?
50-50. Yeah.
What? So,
All honesty.
do you agree that on our first date, before I even know much about you, I'm investing
Hmm.
money?
Yeah.
Do you agree that women aren't really messing with a guy who kind of can't do things for them?
I feel like the women that have a certain respect for themselves. Yeah.
What? Okay, so we're gonna dig into this thing then.
Let's do it.
So, okay, so in order for you to feel like I respect you, I have to spend money.
mm,
I'm
sort of,
I'm down
kind of.
bad right now, baby girl. I'm down bad right now. But I'm telling you, I'm ambitious. I got some ideas, but I don't want to miss this opportunity with you because if you wait until my thing take off or whatever it is I got going on, you may be in a relationship. So listen, I know I'm down bad. Would you go for something like that?
In a place that I am in right now, no. I don't
Hmm.
think. I mean, I always kind of had that mentality though, so I can't even stay in a place that I'm in now. No.
Who do you think the best men to date are? Men with lots of money? Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it that your significant other be faithful to you?
Very important.
Okay. Who do you think are the best men to be in long term relationships with? Men who have money or average workers like UPS and things like that? Men who have lots of money or average workers? Who do you think is best to be in a relationship with if you value loyalty and things like that?
Um, hmm,
We're
that's
going somewhere
hard.
with this. We're going somewhere
I would
with this.
say okay. It depends on the circumstances though. Like they can both be loyal and good, but one just working 9 to 5 and one has money.
No.
Or is the one that has money, they're acting certain ways and stuff. Like where we getting at?
The one who has money has opportunities like this. He has options like that. And do you know
Hmm.
how hard it is for a man who women know have money and he might be a little bit handsome? Do you know how difficult it is for a man like that to be faithful? Do you know the
I
people who
see
are
how it could be.
the caliber of women who's flirting with him and stuff? Because if we're being honest, you can look at somebody and you can tell if they have money or not most of the time. You agree with that?
It's
Yeah.
hard in Atlanta. It's a lot of fakes, but I agree. But it's hard in Atlanta.
I've heard
They
that
be
about
fake.
Atlanta. I've heard that.
They be faking bad. So
So for the most part though, like when people are getting out of Maseratis and Lamborghinis, you can pretty much
yeah,
tell somebody who's done well with them lives. Just
yeah.
the same way you can tell other women who are more beautiful than you can tell too. And that becomes your competition. But your UPS worker, he's different. He's probably looking for a relationship. He's not out stunting all of the time and things like that. So, and just in talking to you right now, I could tell you've never thought about really what type of man is the best man for you to be in a relationship with when you want to be in a long term relationship. You've never really sit down and thought about that, have you?
I have.
Because so would you date a UPS worker right now?
Right now, yeah,
Are you
I
being
would.
honest?
I'll date a UPS worker, but if that's all he wants for himself, then it ain't gonna last long.
Okay, now
Let's be honest.
you're entering into a place where we've had these discussions. So, would you date a really good man? Fine, not fine, but handsome. Worked at UPS. That's all he wanted to do was continue to get promotions at UPS. Faithful. Would you take him over a man who had he's he's got hundreds of thousands of dollars? He treats you good, but it's common sense. This guy cheats. Which one would you take?
The cheater.
What we've got here is
But I'm gonna
failure
explain.
to
I'm gonna
communicate.
explain for you. The reason I'll take the cheater is because, like you said, the UPS worker is gonna continuously stay at that 9 to 5 and be promoted. But like I just told you, that's not gonna work for me. So either way, both relationships are gonna be temporary because I'm not gonna stay with a cheater. But the thing about the man that's making hundreds of thousands of dollars, he can invest it in me and I can upgrade myself long term. So why would I stay with somebody that I'm gonna go for the person that's gonna benefit me the most if both isn't gonna last that long? If I'm gonna be honest, like
So, do you think? Let's say that there's 100 regular UPS workers, Chrysler, GM workers, people like that who make about $120,000 a year. Let's say there's 100 of them over here, and there's 100 men who have hundreds of thousands of dollars. Which group of those men do you think are the best for long-term relationships?
honestly, that's you can't go based off that because
Yes, you
them
can. They have
UPS workers
statistics
be
on it.
cheating in the plant all day. Like I've seen it with my own eyes. I've worked at plant jobs before. They be the biggest cheaters. The biggest cheaters. Like the men with money, they got options that look better, that they more tasteful options. But at the end of the day, men are dogs. They're gonna cheat on their women for people that look way less not put together. Like they don't care. They don't give a damn. They gonna cheat on the underdog hoe. But the difference is with a man that got money, they're gonna be around top dollar girls. They're gonna look good. They're gonna be around the girls that went and did everything to themselves to look like the best that they can look. That's the girls they're gonna be around. Both parties are gonna cheat, but the party with money, they're gonna be around more tasteful women versus the men that's gonna be around. You know what I mean? Like
I get what you're saying. I think this as a man, the guy who has a lot of resources, it's going to be significantly harder for him to resist temptations than it is for the regular worker. It's going to be a lot harder. So I think this. I think with what you're trying to do, you're probably going to end up in a field where because content creators make big money. Are you aware of that?
yeah, some of them.
Okay, I'll give you that. You're right about that. The ones who do, when you see these podcasts that have been going on for a while, they're making substantial amounts of money a month, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say something because there's something that you said that a part of that I always encourage people. So a man who has hundreds of thousands of dollars. No, we're going to get to the bottom of this. A man who has hundreds of thousands of dollars, can he get away more with you than the guy who works at UPS? And let's say both of them cheated. You found a condom and both of them. Would you be more lenient on the guy with hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Yes.
She's being honest.
I'm an honest person. Yeah, I'm gonna be more lenient because at the end of the day, I gotta think about myself and my future kids. You're benefiting me more, so I'm gonna put up with a little bit more.
I agree with that.
It's fair. Like, why would I put up with a nigga that's not even benefiting me that much? Like, no, I'm not doing it.
Okay, so a guy who you really love, and he's the UPS worker.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have one child and you've been together for 2 years, if he cheats, is the relationship over? He cheats twice. You found a condom,
It's
and
over.
then you went through his phone and you found out he did it one other time. Is it over?
It's over. Yeah, instantly.
Okay, so here's what I want to propose to you. then how? If you keep resetting the clock every time a man does something that men do, how will you ever get to that point to where this is the 5th year that you guys have been together? See, every time you guys break up with a man, your clock restarts. You were in that relationship for a year and it was going good, but you guys didn't get to make it to the 5-year mark because he did something and you got rid of him. Then you got with another man. And after the 2-year mark, you see how you guys keep resetting your clocks?
So do I stay with a cheater? Is that what you're insisting?
Until he shows you that he's not going to stop cheating. If you have a child
But
by
once a
somebody,
cheater, always a cheater.
I used to cheat. That's not true. I cheated on my ex probably over 120 times. I was
But
in the
that's your
world.
ex.
Well, but she didn't leave me. She didn't leave me.
So you left her? So let a nigga dog you out and cheat on you. Stay with them.
But is that dogging you out? Okay, so do you remember your grandfather?
I don't really have a grandfather.
Okay. An uncle? That's not going to count.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying. Some of us have had really amazing grandfathers. They held it down. We could always go to them and borrow money, or we can always go over there and spend the night. Those grandfathers cheated. But the reason that we had Granny and Grandpa's house for 70 years is because she didn't leave, right? It's because she didn't leave. When you guys leave us, you typically don't get a better man than we were. Have you thought about that?
I don't care. I'm not putting up with nobody's shit. Like, if I'm being loyal to you, I need that reciprocated. And if it's not gonna be reciprocated, I believe in that you can always find better. Like, I don't know if I'm in a fairy tale or if I'm being delusional, but I always feel like I can always find better. So why would I settle for somebody that's gonna cheat me? I don't feel like you can love somebody that much to a certain extent if you're gonna continue to cheat on them and dog them. Like, you got one time, and that's if I'm like older and we like really, really been dead years. At this day and age, and you cheat on me, and you really ain't even got no money like that, you're done.
Listen, so
Instantly.
let's be honest about this. Let's be honest. Turbulence, people.
Turbulence.
You know what it is. Listen. So the truth of the matter is, there's a price tag that men can pay to be allowed to cheat. Let's be honest. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. In this generation, yes. And
Or
plenty of generations.
would you go for it? And I'm not saying I can just cheat whenever.
What's the price tag? How much we talking?
You know you know whenever you ask me for something, there's no wondering, does he have it? You know I got it. I paid your car payment this month. Took care of some of your student loan debt.
Financially.
Huh?
And it really depends on where I am financially. Like, if I'm not financially all the way there, you might get a little pass. a little, maybe a couple passes.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Hey.
I'm taking care of you. I'm spoiling you. I'm all that. And you know it. You know I'm holding you down.
All men cheat.
And I'm agreeing with you on that. But here's the thing. That doesn't mean we don't love you. Can you agree to that? I might go cheat with the gas station parking lot attendant and come back home and be willing to give my life for you. I'll be willing to step in front of a bullet about you. And I know you know that's true. Most men are very protective over the woman that they're with, even though they've done some stupid stuff. Or do you disagree with that?
I agree, but I don't know. It's like you never know. Like, you never know when you actually got a good one, whether they make a mistake or not. Like, you have the ones that actually is like they care about you and they make a mistake, but then you have the ones that they really don't value as much and they make a mistake. But you might be thinking like, oh, but he loves me and we're gonna make this work. But in reality, that might not even be the case. Like, he might just be attached to you and love the comfort and the way that you make him feel. Just for him to, I've seen, like, I grew up around all women. And I've seen them get dogged out by men multiple times. Like,
did you ever hear the other side of the story?
No, I didn't.
I know you did.
But I didn't care to hear it.
Why not? So what about when he comes out one day, your uncle comes out and says, God damn it, I wasn't going to say, yeah, I cheated, God damn it, but she fucked my little brother 10 years ago. See, there's stories like that are
10
unfolding.
years ago.
Yeah, I mean, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's basically saying, don't be painting her out to be a victim or an angel because I did this and that. She did blah, blah, blah. I
Okay.
forget what girl that is. Simone? Is that I don't think that's B Simone. Somebody just came out and they were upset. They were crying on social media. They were talking about their mom told them all these years that their dad didn't want to have nothing to do with them and things like that. And come to find out, they found an old shoebox. I'm gonna have to do something about this. I've never seen this happen. They found an old shoebox where the dad was sending support checks and writing the baby mail and things like that. So oftentimes there's two sides to it. You know what I mean? I don't think in any
Yeah.
relationships one person is just always the person that's wrong. But I'm going to tell you the portion of your viewpoints that I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
I actually agree with a lot of what you're saying. I will say this. I do believe that if this man has rose to the occasion and made himself an above average man, I do think that he gets certain perks. If he messes up, I do think it's stupid that you leave him on the first try. Now, if he just won't stop,
Yeah.
leave him before he brings you a disease. But the truth that no women want to admit, there is a price tag associated with cheating. Most women,
Yeah.
when we ask them, so let me ask you, are you a cheater?
Mm-mm. I don't feel like, no, I'm not a cheater.
Have you
I could
ever
do
cheated?
better. No, I never cheated.
Pinky swear?
I
All
never
right.
like full on cheated. Like, okay, I might have did like a little phone call,
Well,
but
hey.
I
See,
never like
okay,
cheated
so you
though.
know how easy it is for men to fall victim to temptation because you did it.
Oh, well, yeah, I see because especially like with me, like I do content and stuff. Like I'm young. I be around a lot of men, a lot of turned people too. So being when I was in a relationship, it was like a little tempting, but I never like went through with it because that's just not my character. Now maybe if I was in a relationship a little longer, never
You
know
say
what it
it's
would
not
happen.
your character, but as you continue to develop, you're 19, your body hasn't even done all of what it's going to do yet. So when you're 28 and certain parts of your body start to develop different from what they are now, you're going to feel a different sense of power and you're going to strut your stuff. You're going to go to certain environments where you know men who have money are. That's why you can't identify with that now. And the reason I'm telling you this is you're going to have to be really responsible. Have you thought about that?
Mm-hmm.
It takes a couple of bad decisions for someone. I know someone, she doesn't look exactly like you, but she's built like you. She wears her hair like you. This girl was fly. And she was 23.
Mm-hmm.
She was 23. And that was like too young for me, right? But I think I entertained her. And then like some years later, she reached back out and I think she was 27. She had a kid. I didn't view her the same way I viewed her anymore. I didn't look at her the same way. And that's what I'm telling you, how significantly that changes things.
So did I make the right decision not having a kid this young?
I'm not going to promote getting rid of your child, but I will say this. If my daughter, your age, please, people don't crucify me. I'm not a hypocrite either. I don't condone going to the clinics, but I'll say it like this. I believe that the trajectory of your life is on a better course right now. Had you kept, let me see something. Had you kept that situation, life would have gotten exponentially harder. And I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
know that. That's why you made the decision that you made. But here's the part that we don't talk about enough.
Excuse me.
The heat of the moment with women. You guys have to protect yourselves because I don't care what your dreams are. You have a kid and your dating value is going to drop instantly. It's going to drop instantly. You'll be
I
viewed
never
as a
even looked
baby
at it.
mama. Huh?
So I never looked at it like that.
Listen, I want to show you something. Fellas down in the comments, we are live right now on three different platforms right now. On a scale of 1 to 10.
We are?
You know it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how uncomfortable are men with dating women who are single mothers? I want you to pay attention to this. There we go. Lunar J says a 10. Like, men really don't play that. Seriously.
Really?
Look, 10.
Okay, what about y'all though? Like,
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't think women
I
be
can
doing
have
too
7
much.
kids.
Y'all have kids. Like,
I can have 7 kids. And if me and you are seeing each other, my kids will not affect our relationship. Studies show.
Them baby mamas be crazy.
Nah, that doesn't typically happen. Listen, if me and you are seeing each other, there's not going to be times where you come over my house and we got to be quiet, or we got to do this, or we got to do that. There's not going to be times like that. But 85% of the time in America, who has the children? The women. It's the women.
Yeah.
And we don't like it. And listen, here's the part.
So it's like the access. That's
Yes.
where it's shaky.
Yes, and we're still going to continue to sleep with you. Listen, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. Hey, shorty, I really disapprove and look down on women who have kids. So even though I haven't had no sex in about 3 weeks, I'm about to tell you the truth and ruin my chances of taking your clothes off right now. No, we're not going to do that. Anything that's going to keep us from getting what we want, we're not going to ruin that. So I'm not going to tell you that I look at you differently from now on, but you'll probably see it in my behavior. You see what I'm saying? What are you doing?
It's cowardly, honestly.
Or tell you the truth? Okay,
yeah,
so hold on.
I feel like
You said it's cowardly.
Yeah.
The guy you were dating, did you call him when you entertained that other man on the phone? Did you call your boyfriend and let him know you did it?
He knew.
Was that cowardly?
I'm very honest. He knew.
You didn't tell that man, did you?
Pretty soon. I did. I mean, probably not every time.
See, that's what I'm saying. I think it's cowardly on both ends. And I don't think it's cowardly.
But that's different. Like, you're talking about me making a mistake in a relationship on a long term, like a longer run type of thing. But this is something you know within before the relationship even starts. You know that in the back of your mind, this is nothing that you would really want to pursue.
No, we don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that.
You just said once you see a woman that has a kid, it's less value in them.
Oh, no, but we're not going to be in a relationship. We're just going to keep smashing her.
It's like that's kind of so you know that though. You know
it's
that.
Tacky, but she knows it too. And what I'm wanting you to understand.
How does she know that if you're not showing her that?
I have never even taken her out in public. So we have a thing on here. Listen to this. I want you to know what this is when you hear it. This is the infamous belt buckle jingle. That sound right there. That is when a man is on top of a woman. And because he has already judged that her value is low, I don't care if it's because she's overweight, got kids, or ghetto. When we are on top of a woman who we know that we don't want anything serious with, the moment when a man releases, this is the first thing that woman hears. That man reaching for his pants and he's about to pull one of these. Shit, shorty, what you about to get into? Because we don't value women like that. I'm being honest. You got to think about it like this. Did you know that women were really supposed to have 1 or maybe 3 men in their life? And the reason she's not with the first one anymore is because he passed or something like that. How we're dating today, it makes it really hard for men and women to stay committed because it's more transactional. There's not commitment. And with what you're, listen, this is what I wanted to tell you. Do you plan to keep on doing Riz content that you're doing?
Not for long, no. I want to run it up, probably so I get to like 100K followers on Instagram, and then I'm gonna stop. So probably for like a few more weeks.
All right, give me a second. Let me read these. Where they at? Listen,
And
shout out to all of my day ones and my stay ones over here supporting the show. My brother said, Birkin bags over principles. She keeping it real with that.
you said what? What did he
Birkin
say?
bag over principles. Yes, you
No.
already admitted that.
Whoever said that? I've never
You
said that.
said if my bag is right, I can kind of cheat.
No. I said, well, yeah, like kind of, certain, like, but that's not over principles because most women would stay with a man, ain't shit ass man that would cheat on them, but they're not even adding value to their life. Versus me being a woman that will kind of sort of put up with a little 1-2 just because he's adding value.
And
Like
are
that's
you tweaking and compromising your beliefs and your principles? Because without the money, your principles wouldn't allow you to put up with my shit. But with the money, you're willing to tone your principles down a little bit. Do you agree with that?
yeah,
Instead of
because
just
that's
get
just
rid of
me
it.
being smart. That's just me being smart. Shoot, life is hard.
Okay.
I ain't gonna shit.
Shout out to my guy AJ over here with the super chat.
I'm just
Many
trying
would
to.
rather be, he would say, many would rather be regularly beaten by a rich man than loved by the average earning man. Do you agree with that?
Oh no, I don't even play that. No,
Okay, listen. Let's take the
no.
word beaten away. A couple of
Okay.
times a man has snatched you up, and you were in the wrong, snatched you up and maybe pinned you up against the wall. If that man's bag is right, will you put up with it a little bit longer to see if it gets better?
Yeah.
Okay, the guy who works at In-N-Out Burger, but he's a manager, when he snatches you up, are you going to put up with him to see if it's going to get better?
It depends. Is he just snatching me up, or is he like snatching me up verbally and physically, and then,
Physically,
like mentally
snatch you up and
abusing
put
me?
you up against the wall. Like, don't you ever talk to me like that again.
And this is continuously.
He's done it 3 times.
There's probably something wrong with him. He gotta go.
But when
Eventually,
his
yeah.
bag is right, he don't got to go.
No. No.
I think why everybody's rocking with this show is because you're being honest. And
Yeah.
we believe most women agree with you. That's what we believe.
I hope they do, because I'm speaking facts. Like, I
Okay,
mean,
but hold
some
on.
things could be a little better than what I'm saying, honestly. It could be a little better. But this is from somebody that's in a world of struggle. Like, I grew up from poverty. Like, I'm from Detroit. Like, it wasn't easy.
Right?
So, I'm, it's like, if you're in survivor mode, and that's where it's tricky. Like, you gotta,
That's where a lot of the worst decisions come from when somebody's in survival
exactly.
mode. I agree with that. And
Exactly.
that's where a lot of these rappers get the worst contracts because it's a bad contract, but niggas is dying where I'm from. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign that contract just to get out the hood. You know what I'm saying? So I understand
Exactly.
that. Shout out to my guy AJ for hitting us up off one more game. Sadly,
I'm over here
better
fidgeting.
means, he says, sadly, better means richer versus closer to God. Now, let's talk about it if we're going to talk about it.
Okay, whoa.
Hold on, no, let's talk
Whoa.
about it. If we're going to talk about it, the
We
man,
can talk about that now.
well, let's go. Listen, the man who works at the post office, he goes to church every Sunday and he volunteers at the thing. He not no lame. He not no lame. He, let's just say this. He done been to the penitentiary before. His swag, he's a confident swag. Women find him attractive, but he goes to church on a regular. But he messes around and has a mistake. Let's just say it was sex. Would you leave him at the same rate that you would leave the man who has hundreds of thousands of dollars? Or does the man with hundreds of thousands of dollars get a little bit more leeway than your Christian boyfriend who you've been with for a year? Both of them cheat. Are you going to leave the rich man at the same rate that you leave the UPS worker guy who's a Christian?
Am I being honest? No. I will definitely go with the rich man. But you didn't say, like, it's different. But you can't do that. You can't do that because you said a man that just go to church but he's still, I mean, obviously nobody's gonna be perfect, you
Yeah,
know?
because a man who go to church can fall short.
Exactly. But going to church isn't enough with Christianity. It's just not enough. And you're cheating and you're like,
No,
I don't know how to go
cheated.
through.
Cheated. Past tense. He only did it
cheated,
once.
whatever. You cheated, you gotta skeet. Either way.
Hold on, hold
Like, no.
on, hold on. So the Christian man who loves God, he cheats, he got to skeet. But the rich guy who cheats sometimes, not just once, gonna keep him around.
Yeah.
I appreciate the
Because if
honesty.
I'm dating a Christian man, I don't want my Christian man to be cheating on me.
He just did it
Like,
once. He had a bad moment, just like what they call
come
it,
on
Bishop
now.
Eddie Long.
Like, you know better. Like, no.
Yeah, but listen, I'm not gonna hold you too
As a
long.
Christian man.
Shout out to Miss Brenda over here in this situation
But
with the super chat. She
then
says,
again, I don't want to put too much more pressure on a man because he's Christian. I feel like the world tends to do that a lot when it comes to Christian men or women. Like, if you do something, like, it's even worse just because you are Christian. So I feel like I'm kind of contradicting myself. But
"No, it is a contradiction, but it still makes sense. It still makes sense." The thing is, so right now where you're at in life,
mhm.
you're willing to have a man. You're willing to have a man who has the bag, but he occasionally fools around. You're willing to deal with that? He doesn't throw it in
Yeah.
your face. He's not having he's not having any kids on you, things like that. You okay with that?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel
I'm
about
not
that.
even looking for nothing too serious right now, anyways. Like, I'm 19. It's probably not going to last forever. So,
So listen, is
yeah.
that your mindset towards relationships? Period. Like, it's not going to last. Do you think that that's how your life is going to be? That you're going to encounter Do you think in your mindset? Do you think men aren't shit and nobody's going? I'm not going to find one who's really going to be my husband. You don't. You're not
No.
optimistic towards that.
I don't think that. I don't think that. It may sound like that, but no, I don't think that. I feel like I will find somebody eventually, but now, right now, no, because I don't even feel like my mindset is where it needs to be when it comes to relationships. Because look what I'm saying now, like I'm thinking about transactional things and all of that. Like, I don't even feel like I'm mentally there right now when it comes to like a good relationship.
I agree with that.
But I
At
don't.
19, I would
Yeah.
say that you shouldn't be. I'll say this: you really need to be looking at serious relationships when you hit 26. You need to be getting
Yeah.
intentional. You know what I mean?
Well, probably like 24 because I want to have my kids by like 6, 27,
All right, I
28.
got a couple of questions for you over here. What are my people talking about over here?
Okay.
Shout out to the international quiet storm in this situation. My brother says, Stacy, a better question is, why would she choose the rich man over the Christian man? I'd love to hear that.
No, I didn't say I would. In the circumstances we was talking about, or in general?
In general, you said you'd get rid of the Christian man if he fooled around, but the rich guy, you're not, you know.
Because he adds more value. Okay, no, I wouldn't even. Okay, a Christian man definitely adds a lot of value, but the Christian man we're talking about isn't even all the way there right now. Like, he still has a lot to work with if he's cheating and
Nah, he
fooled
cheated once.
around.
He got weak one time.
He cheated once, okay, but he's not
And
all the
he's
way
a
there
good
with
man
people.
usually to you. Even you are usually impressed with him. Even you are usually impressed with him. But he did. He fell short.
Right now at this
No,
age.
I want the question answered. The question that they asked. They said, why is the Christian why would she choose the rich man over the Christian man? Basically the bag.
I
The bag.
already said why, because it adds more value. But at the same time, I don't want to say that because a Christian man definitely adds a lot of value to your life. But I always believe in cheat once, you're gonna cheat again. So
But I want you to stop believing
oh
that though. That's
shit,
not true. That's just a saying.
bruh, if you cheat once, you at least gonna cheat twice. Even if you don't cheat 5 times, you gonna
I
cheat more
might go
than
for that. I
once.
might go for that. I might go for that. But
Yeah,
but
like
they say once a cheater, always a cheater. That's not true. That's not true. Let me read this one over here. But shout out to the international quiet storm. My brother said, why would she choose a rich man who cheats over a Christian man who cheated? And basically, where you're at right now mentally, you're focused on your bag.
Yes. I'm focused on my relationship with God too.
Okay.
Since we're talking about Christian men, I'm definitely
Okay.
focused on that. I want to elevate in that standpoint, but it's so hard to even focus on my relationship with God when I'm trying to focus on getting through life. So if I can have a man that's like, providing in a sense, and I can have him invest in stuff, he want to keep cheating. All right, come on, keep pouring into my life. And then as
I
soon as
respect
I
a
get
woman like
myself
that. If you
together,
want to
I'm
know
going
the
to leave
truth,
your ass.
if you want to know the truth, I think I prefer to have a woman like that. Like, don't be dumb. I'm out here doing
Yeah,
dumb man stuff. But if you can recognize the benefit that I am to your life, and I'm talking about a serious relationship, don't leave me. I'm trying to get through to this. And this dumb shit that I do sometimes, don't leave me. You see, I'm a benefit. I do think, now I'm not saying men should be allowed to cheat, but I do think that it's crazy for a woman to leave a beneficial relationship. But here's the caveat to that. Here's the caveat. I think the same thing as it pertains to you guys dating a man who works at the UPS. You've been with him for a year. Why would you leave him for cheating? Now you're going to get back out there. Your body count's going to go up. That's something else I wanted to talk to you about. On a scale of 1 to 10, how important do you think body count is? Just you. Like, I need to be
5.
conscious of this. You say
A
5?
5. 5 out of 10.
Substantiate your point. Tell me why it's 5. Tell me what made you think that.
It can't be okay. It depends. Like it can't be too high. You can't just be the type of person and
30
just
people.
throw
You slept
yourself.
with 30 people.
At what age?
26.
And you're okay. Now I'm being double standards. Okay. As a as what?
You slept with 30 people at the age of 26. How
As
important
a
do you
woman?
think, yes, as a woman, how important do you think body count is in order to help you get the caliber of family life that you want, in order to benefit you in getting that good
You
husband? How
shouldn't have to
important to
sleep
you?
with a lot of people to, value certain things like that. But I'm trying to see where you're getting at. How many people
I
explain
want to
again?
know, women, I'm speaking to you. I'm getting information not just from you, but when I speak to you, the answers you give me, I know that your answers speak for a lot of women your age. And what I'm trying to get is women your age. Do you guys
Mm-hmm.
just take casual sex? Ain't no big deal. I thought he was cute and we messed around. Is that just not a big deal?
It's not a big
Hold
deal.
on. On a
Not in this
scale of 1 to
generation.
10, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big a deal is this? We're at the club tonight. I see a ninja and I think he fine. We had a couple of drinks and we end up at his house and we had sex. On a scale of 1 to 10, how unacceptable is that? 10 meaning it's very unacceptable.
If you're continuously doing that,
It's the way you live your
10.
life. Okay, I agree.
10. If it's something that doesn't usually happen, then it's acceptable because it's life. You do shit. It's life. But if that's your lifestyle and you're continuously going and having sex with men that you meet at the club, that's very unacceptable. You're gonna lead yourself right into the hospital at the clinic. So no, I don't think that's
You have
acceptable.
some valid points. You have some valid points because men like myself, we're trying to save the black community. So we're really strict and we say things like you shouldn't be having sex with men you don't know. But if we're being honest, humans are going to have some of those weak moments where, like you said, that's
Yeah,
just probably going to happen. You
it
know what I mean?
happens.
But I agree
And
that the problem
guys,
is if it's a lifestyle, that's when it's a problem. Like you just
exactly,
don't mind
exactly.
doing this.
If that's just you don't value yourself, that's nasty.
Do you
But
value yourself?
yes, I do. I
Okay,
value myself.
that's
But
good.
like I can be better at it, but I do value
I think you need to know though. That's why this was very important to me that I talked to you because these
myself.
conversations aren't taking place, right? I don't want you to end up being a bust down. I don't want you to get pregnant by him and just because now it didn't work with him. See, you guys don't think like this. Here's how we think. Men think in the future. We think about what
Yeah.
could happen. So we understand you get pregnant by Tone. The odds are likely that's not going to work out. So what are you going to do after that? You're not just going to go celibate. Dude is telling you, no, I'm really the one for you and blah, blah, blah. Now you're going to give him a shot. Guess what? Now you got 2 kids by 2 different men and you are for the streets. You don't believe me? Believe Future.
She belongs to the streets.
She belongs to the streets. Do you think it's unfair that men look at women who have multiple children by multiple men like that? I'm not gonna hold you up here too long because I know you got. But I'm based on your answer, I'm going to come at you a certain way.
It's in the middle. It's in the middle. If it's multiple children, I feel like they could kind of have like a little.
She has 2 children by 2 other men. She has 2 children by 2 other men. Do you think it's unfair for men to look at them like they're not good for a relationship material?
Oh, no, that's fucked up. I don't think that's cool.
Okay, so let's go.
I don't think that's cool.
Turbulence, people. But those of you who are not familiar with this show, when you hear that, I'm about to rattle the cage a little bit. Now, what I want to ask you...
Y'all want to keep letting it all out? Like, hold it. Hello?
Say it again.
It's the men.
Say it again.
They want to keep letting it out like they can't hold it in. And that's the problem.
It's not going to affect me like it's going to affect you. I can still date. I can still get on my life. You're going to be a single mama.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to protect you. You can't look to men to make sure that you don't end up a baby mama. You got to do it. Just like me, I got to make sure that.
It's the same thing though. Like,
I got to make sure that I don't have a baby by a stripper.
You can't live a life thinking about the value that you bring to the next person. You can't live a life like, oh, is this man gonna look at me like I'm the one for him? Who gives a fuck? This is your life. At the end of the day, if you made a mistake, you made a mistake. But nobody's gonna be like the way you're talking. It's like you're supposed to just be like, oh, am I good enough for this man? But you shouldn't.
No,
as a
for
woman,
the type of man that you want. For the type of man you want, you're supposed to be
okay.
You're supposed to care about that.
It's giving every man, like, am I good enough for any man in this world? Like, who cares?
That's what I do. Listen, here's what I do. Here's how I live my life. I try to be at a capacity to where most people will find me appealing. I can't be, listen, with Burger King, when they put those signs up there, they're not taking pictures of their worst burgers and putting those on commercials. They're taking pictures of the best versions of their burgers that will make you want their burgers. And that's what we are supposed to be doing. We are walking. You ever drove down the highway and you see those huge billboards? We are walking billboards. How we conduct ourselves tells everybody how they should treat us. Now, my question to you before I go is this. If you had a son and he came home one day and told you that he was thinking about, Mom, this girl came to me, she got 2 or 3 children by 2 or 3 different men, would you tell him, sure, go ahead, son, that's a good idea?
No.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
I appreciate the honesty. I got one more thing. I want to talk about your content because I don't want to hold you all night. I'm going to encourage you to do something. Okay. Don't give up on your content. It's the reason that I stumbled upon. I don't just subscribe to anything. I don't. There is something, in my opinion, there's something about your content and the way that you do it to where I'm certain that there are men who do bad with women who will look at some of your videos and be like, no, she was confident when she walked up on that dude and da-da-da-da. Maybe I need to be more because the way you do approach these skits, it does really make people look at you like, okay, because I believe this. You're young, so you got plenty of mistakes to make, but I believe this. Me and you are going to have a conversation again when you get older because the conversation is going to change because of your age. I don't think that you're aware of how hard of a time African-American women are having getting married. Only 27%.
Oh,
it's
I'm
tough.
aware.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm aware. Honestly, and I think it's their fault. So
Okay, and I
depending on
agree.
who,
I agree
like,
with you, but and that's why I don't want you to jump out there and do things that will cause men to look at you like that. You know what I mean? You have a lot ahead of you. You already have the
think so.
mindset of I'm going to do some big things with my life. That stuff
Mm.
gets interrupted the moment that you allow a man to get you pregnant. It gets interrupted. You can't take that. If you want to move to LA, you can't take that kid to LA. If you want to move to Texas, everything that you want to do right now, the level of ambition and drive that it takes, let's say it's a 6. You bring a baby into this world, it jumps up to 10. Because when you were talking about moving to Dallas, you only needed a 1-bedroom apartment. Now you got to listen, not even that. Just to be on the grind and to network with other content creators, you really only
And to
needed a
work,
studio. Yeah, you needed a studio apartment.
everything.
Now that you got this baby, you got to at least have a 1-bedroom. So the way you move, period, it's going to go up. And I want to ask you something. Have you thought that far ahead?
Um, like I said, I have been in a situation to where I was pregnant. So it's like I have, but at the same time, I be in this fairy tale mindset to where I just be thinking like, okay, if I were to have that baby, it would like push me to even go harder. But it definitely, I like, I wouldn't be able to be in Atlanta right now. Realistically, I wouldn't be able to be in
Exactly.
Atlanta. And if I wasn't in Atlanta, I wouldn't have the followers that I have. I wouldn't have the connections that I have. I wouldn't be ahead like I am now.
I agree.
So
I agree.
you know,
Listen, and even in business opportunities, when certain
yeah.
men who can give you resources or do things for you that you need to do in order for your business to take off faster, when they see single moms, they look at her a certain way. You may say
Mhm.
that's unfair, but they just do. They look at it like it's another one of those black moms that are out there in those streets. That's how they look at it, right?
But
Because
why do we keep okay? Why do we keep like singling out black women though? Like why is it just black single moms? Like
because African American women have the highest rate of single moms. African American women will only get married at a
I wonder
20% rate.
why the
27%.
men
The
why are
what?
they single?
Because
Yeah, it's
they're
the men
because they're
too.
meeting guys at the club like, girl, he fine. And then next
But
thing
you
you
know
know,
that's
they're
not
at a
always the
hotel.
case. You know that's not always the case though.
The
Like
majority of time.
realistically,
You can do the
these
research.
men
The
ain't.
majority of the time, that's what it is. These are smash babies. These aren't babies where there was a man and a woman. They were in a
No, it's not.
relationship.
Every like I have two sisters that has got pregnant at a young age
You said
from
they
their baby daddy.
have,
It was yes, they they had the kid.
and they were in relationships.
They was in long term relationships, and
Those are
now they're
called
not.
those are called isolated incidences. It means that does happen, but the majority of what happens is
And same with my
fun
mom.
sex.
My mom have been a single mother. Well, she's in a relationship now, but she'll be married. But with the men that she has had relations with, it was long term relationships. And guess what happened? They cheated. The men cheated, or they did something wrong. It's a cycle. All of them. Like I said, I have two sisters and my mom that I'm looking at. They all was in long term relationships. It was no smash and pass, none of that. But what happened? The man cheated, or the man was treating them badly, and it just did not work out.
But listen, I don't
Who
want
was
you to be
hurt?
jaded. I don't want you to be jaded. I don't want you to because there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of pages. Like I could give you some names, but I don't want you to go to the pages. But the stigma that has been put on black men. Listen, let me ask you something. According to studies, do you know who the most desirable group of men to date on planet Earth is? Who do you think it is? Asian men, white men, black men? Who do you think it is?
Who I think it is
The most
desirable?
the group of men who women of all races desire to date the most. Who do you think it is?
Black man.
It's black men, right? Now here's the part that I'm going to give you. Listen, I'll tear black men to pieces. I don't sit up here and just talk about black women, but I'll tear black men
Mm-hmm.
to pieces. They need to take better care of their children, right? I need black men to get more ambitious
Thank
about
you.
getting skilled trades so that they can earn more money
Yes.
than just a regular
Mm-hmm.
job. I tear black
And the
men to pieces.
401k. That's all they
Exactly.
think about. 401k.
Yes, we need to do better in those areas. But my question
Yeah.
to you is this. These cheeks,
Mhm.
from what you're seeing out there, do you think a lot of these children are coming from committed relationships in the black community? Or do you think it's coming from people just having fun sex?
I think it's a mixture.
The overwhelming majority is fun sex.
How you know?
Because we have statistics on it. Do you know that African American women have, since 1974, which is roughly around 52 years, since 1974, African American women have been to the clinic to get a pregnancy terminated 19 million times. That's fun sex. 19. If it hadn't have been for African American women, we're 46 million deep in America right now. If it hadn't been for all that, we would be 66 million. That's fun sex. When they overturned Roe
So
v.
19 million
19 million babies have been,
abortions?
yes. And
That's ridiculous.
listen,
Um,
500,
from black women?
close to 500,000 a year, black women. I forget the statistics, but there's a portion of them.
Ooh.
I forget what percentage it is, but there's a percentage of them that are on their second and third trip to the clinic.
Oh well, yeah, I know that for sure. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
see, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy. That
It's
is ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. That's
it's
crazy.
not so much as, see, we
But you
don't
can't only blame it on the women because that ties into the men too. Because the reason I didn't go through with having my kid is because
a pookie. Was he a pookie?
no, we was in a relationship. We was in a relationship, but I just didn't feel like that's what he wanted, and I'm not gonna like force nothing on nobody because I know that that's just not smart. I
That was a
knew
tough
that like
situation, so I understand it. That was a tough
yeah,
call
we
right
was gonna
there.
be good. The baby was gonna be good and stuff, but it's just like I'm not gonna do it.
But listen, let me
If
ask you this. Do you think you would have a second one? A second trip to the clinic?
no,
Yeah, that's
but
what
it
you can't do.
depends.
Listen,
It
no, listen.
depends.
Hold on. You had your one to where men will look at you like, okay, I can kind of understand. But a number two, men can't understand it because we're supposed to learn from our mistakes. And then you'll do it a third time. So what I want you to do is embed it in your
Mhm.
head that is not going to happen again. And there's ways that you can prevent it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, don't,
I
because
don't
that's
want that to
traumatizing.
happen again at all.
Listen, I'll be
Like I
honest. I
don't.
had one. I think I was lied to. I don't even think it really took place. I think she was lying for money or something. I don't know. But it doesn't stop the fact that I sometimes think, because I'm a powerhouse. Any offspring that I create, he's going to be a powerhouse. So sometimes I
Yeah,
catch myself thinking, what could it have been, and things like that, right?
I think
So
that all the time.
see what I'm saying? So I want you to have it embedded in your head. Now, here's where I wanted to go with this. That man that you said you want, who makes a certain amount of money, right? Let's talk about it if we're going to talk about it.
I don't even know
That
what you're
man who
gonna ask.
has hundreds of thousands of dollars, who is responsible to whether or not he has hundreds of thousands of dollars or he ends up on that powder? Who is that up to?
Him, but he ends up on
Who
that
is it
powder.
up to? Who is it up to if you get pregnant again?
Oh, it's up to me.
It's up to you, sweetie. 100%.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have this type of mindset. But what about the men? Don't worry about that man. You
No.
are in
After
charge
I
of your
didn't get
life.
it the first time, it's up to me because now I know like what led to that situation. I know how I can prevent it. Like it's up to me.
100%.
A
After the
1,000%. Yeah.
pre-test, the big test gets easier. You see what I'm saying? You've had this encounter already. And I believe you still have your soul intact. I know you don't like hearing all of these things said about black women, but I don't care. I talk about black men. I've been to prison. That shit's not cool, right? I've been in those streets for years. That stuff's not cool. I don't do a man versus woman. I do a right versus wrong. Because did you know this?
Right.
Did you know that by 2030, the median income for the African American community is set to be zero? We're dying. Our
So
community is dying. We don't have any grocery stores. We don't have any of that. So somehow we got to start doing better.
it's
And
pathetic.
listen, what some of the greatest thinkers and some of the greatest minds have already come to the conclusion of, I already knew this. What's destroying the black community is the fatherless children. That's what's
Yeah.
destroying the black community. So Men aren't going to stop having sex with you. You know that, right? Men will lay down with just about anything. She could be 300 pounds. We're not going to wipe her. We're not going to take her out in public. But I just needed to get one off
Why
tonight.
you gotta talk about the weight?
I'm just saying that weight matters. These are the women who aren't getting walked out in public. We'll pull up at 3 a.m. and smash her. I usually bring that up to women, but I don't have to bring that up to you because you're already a certain shape. So I'm going to ask you anyway. You yourself, if you put on 100 pounds, do you know what that's going to do to your dating value? How men are going to look at you? Bang, 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 bang. That's it. Good for sex only. Do you think men are wrong for that? That we kind of, oh, she too big to be in a serious relationship.
Well, like, so what you mean, like 212? I'd be like 212 at 5'2".
That's too big. That is too big.
Yeah, that's
That is
pretty
too
big.
If you stay, you're not going to stay the size that you are now. But even if you go crazy, you shouldn't. You're what right now? How much you weigh? 115.
Like 110.
Okay, you're 110. You should not gain more than 30 pounds.
So 140. Yeah.
Yes, you're still gonna be rocking.
I think that is actually like my goal weight is like 130.
Did you know that the average African American woman weighs 187 pounds?
That's crazy. I mean, I'm not surprised everybody wants to make fried chicken and macaroni and
yes. Listen.
No, I literally hate this for us though. Like I hate this for us. Like
I hate it. That's why I do what I do.
Like I hate this for us. Honestly.
I hate it, and that's why I have to do what I do. That's why it was important for me to get you on here. I know you probably thought we were going to talk 90% about the content creation and things. It was important to me to talk about your life so that you don't make certain of the mistakes. You don't understand. There's a plethora of black women who would do anything to trade places with you because they already messed their lives up. When you start having babies, you go 5, 10, and 15 years of being single or having sneaky links. Because I might come through and smash you, but I'm not taking you out nowhere in public. We're never going to have nothing going on.
Because I got a kid?
Okay, I'll tell you this. One kid, men will forgive that and they'll still lock a girl down. But if you have one kid, you got to be nice. You have to be feminine. You have to be cute. But if you're 240 pounds with a ghetto attitude and you got a kid, nobody got to put up with that. I can go get women who are nice, don't have any kids, and she's not 240 pounds. Here's something that a lot of you ladies don't get. Did you know that there was 2.5 million more women in the black community than there are men? Did you know that? We have options that you guys don't have. If we line up, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl.
I said I don't mind dating outside the race. Hello.
Would you go into a serious relationship with a white man?
Yeah.
Tell me why. For the money?
Why not? No, not for the money. Shoot, if they just gotta have a personality, they gotta look right, they gotta have their mind screwed on. I'm like more of a like I don't care about your race. Like you gotta be attractive and you gotta have certain values. But like if we're going off first attraction, like if you're attractive, you're attractive. I don't care if you're white or black or I would prefer probably like Hispanic or something, like
somebody of color.
Flavor. Yeah, like a little bit of flavor. But
okay, the reason I say that, do you know what this is? Statistics. Do you know what the number one problem when it comes to blacks and whites dating? It's the family members. There's usually trouble amongst the family members.
I agree.
Family members can't accept it, and on the low, they may say the N-word when they get pissed off and things. That's why I don't support black and white marriages at all, because it's just too complicated.
You don't support it?
No, I don't support it at all, because listen, so check this out.
I support love. Like if you love one another, then so be it.
I don't knock that. I don't support it. I don't knock yours, belief though. Think about this. As bad as condition as the black community is, I want you to think about this. Me, myself. Mm-hmm. If I become way more successful than I am right now, and I'm worth $10 million, but I'm married to a white woman. Do you know that when I die, my money is going to go to her and the white community, and it's not going to go back into the black community?
Yep.
That's what we keep doing. That's what we keep
Putting
doing.
it now that you put it that way, I mean, shoot, yeah, the wealthy men they want to go for the white woman.
Not really. 80 to 85% of the time, black people date black people.
The
80 to
wealthy ones,
85% of the time. Listen,
the
for
ones
all
that came
races.
from families and homes and same mom and same dad, it seem like they go for the white women. I don't know.
Nah.
Like the suburban kids, I see it a lot. Like they be
Black kids. Out of black people, out of black men, period. What percentage of black men would you say in all of America? What percentage of black and white relationships would you say exist?
out of all America, probably like 30%.
It's less than 2%. It's not as common as you guys think. Just when you see it,
What?
it plays tricks on your eyes. If you see it 7 times, you think, dang, I've seen that 7 times. But you're not counting in the all of America. You're not
Two
counting.
percent though, that cannot be true at all.
Oh, hold on. I am sorry. You're actually right. It's not. That was GAYs. I'm so sorry. That was GAYs.
Yeah,
There's
that's
less than 2% of GAY people in America. But it's between the thing with blacks and whites, I think it's 4%. Marrying out, period, is only between out of all
oh, we're talking
races.
about marriages.
Yeah,
Marriages.
out of all races,
Oh, okay.
no race dates outside of their race more than 13 to 19%. None. Latinos usually stay with Latinos. Whites usually stay with whites. You know what I mean? My homeboy, my right hand, he's married to a white woman. I don't not like his woman. I don't. Me and his relationship gonna always be tight. It's no issue at all. I'm thinking from a future perspective. Like there's going to be trouble. It seems like to me there's going to be trouble because there's a bad history. Like there's a lot of racism. I'm sure you've probably saw it. There's a lot of racism taking place on social media right now. Like people getting very popular for saying nigger. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
So
weird.
now here I am married to a white woman and we got to see this on my TikTok. That's going to be an uncomfortable situation. You know what I mean? But my closest friend out here was an 80-year-old white man. So it's not as far as racism. It's talking about what the black community needs. Like we're in a bad predicament right now. We're in really, really bad shape right now. Black men and black women are at a gender war. Are you familiar with that?
A gender war.
We're
I
we
mean, I
don't
feel like
like each other.
Yeah, no, I don't like men at all.
Except for rich man.
Yeah, I
Listen,
love you, a rich man. Honestly, yeah.
listen, I don't want to hold you up all night. You got any questions for me?
I don't have no questions, but I do appreciate what you said about my content because sometimes I do feel like I present myself a certain way, that's not like in the best light. So I do appreciate you saying like it's actually kind of
I think your content's going to pop.
inspiring to others.
I think your content's going to pop. You just have to keep. I've seen your
Yeah, it
followers
has
grow.
been popping. It be popping.
I've seen your followers grow, but here's what you can't do. Like I've been doing this for 4 years, right? It took us 4 years to figure out there was one thing that was keeping my channel from being as big as everybody expected it to be. There was one thing that it took us 4 years to figure out. And my point in saying that to you is this. You're talking about, I think I'm going to pivot sometime soon. This thing that you're doing, it takes some time to see. It may take you another 6 months. It takes some time to see that thing really pop. So I wouldn't really have it in your head. This thing got you 70,000 subscribers. So why would you be thinking about abandoning it?
I don't got 70,000 subscribers.
I've seen it on something. On one of your pages, I see 74,000 subscribers. You got 2 pages, don't you?
I got
40,000 on one of them, I think.
35,000 on Instagram and then like 20K on Facebook, but I don't got 70,000.
Well, that
You
means
are
do you have a page where what is it? Key yeah. Do somebody else have another page of yours? Because your content is on it.
No. You might be talking about my sister.
What's her Instagram name?
Pretty
Lakeis.
Chelsea.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So
No.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
We got similar content, but no. Hers is different. She don't riz men up. She be like, she'll go up to people like, "Why you ain't text me back?" Yeah, that's.
hold on. You do that too?
No, I don't. I just
You're not
riz
going to
guys.
convince me that you have a sister that looks that much like you.
We don't look that much alike.
I have seen you walk up on men. Why you ain't text me back?
No, you have not. You're funny.
Excuse me.
What's up?
What's up? You look good. Excuse me.
Yeah,
What's
that's
your
my
name?
race. Yeah.
Back me up. It's what? Yo. Yo. Excuse me. What's your name?
So the thing is, we go to similar people.
Excuse me. Why the fuck you ain't text me back? Why you ain't text me
Yeah,
back?
that's her.
Why the fuck
That's
you
your
ain't text me
sister?
back? You don't remember me?
Dang. You don't think y'all resemble each other?
People always do that.
Why
She
you
sounds like you.
don't remember me?
Oh yeah, I do remember you.
So, okay, so why you ain't text me back?
Are you crazy? You don't think y'all like almost identical twins?
No. We're in different weight classes. She's lighter than me.
Excuse me. What's your name? Back me up. It's what?
Dre.
Excuse me.
What's up?
What's
So
up?
you thought we
look
was the same
good.
people?
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. What you doing here?
Shit, I got paid to come in.
Yo. Yo. Excuse me. What's your name?
Dad.
Excuse me. Why the fuck you ain't text me back?
I'll say this.
Why you ain't text me
Y'all's
back?
voice sounds exactly alike.
Yes, we're both from Detroit.
And went to Atlanta.
Yeah, we moved together, just us.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. She's into content creation too?
You see her page.
No, I thought that was I don't know the two because there's two pages all swinging back and forth. I thought both of them were yours. Because it was kind of the same content. Riz, is that
Yeah,
you call it?
I was risen. She just go up to people like, "Why you want to Libra?"
Okay,
It's like
got you.
it's called delusional content or something. I don't know.
Got you. Listen, so before I go, I want to encourage you, continue doing your content. Like I'm way older than you, but your content caught my attention because there's things that can be learned from your content. I do one-on-ones with men, and until I started, men pay me for like an hour to, we talk and discuss the areas they're failing in. There's a large number of men who are shy today. Did you know that? Don't do well
No.
with women. Do you encounter that a lot or no? Men who kind of don't have game and they kind of awkward.
Yeah, I've encountered that with my videos. Yeah.
Okay, so I think my personal opinion, I think your content, I really, really, really do. I really do think that your content probably motivates some men to be more confident about approaching women. Because if you see this woman just walking up on people, now damn, come on now. I see her doing it and I'm scared to walk up on somebody. I mean, because that's what I thought when I saw your content. When I saw your content, I was like, no, she's shooting her shot. But that's not really who you are.
No.
You play it damn good. You play it damn good. Listen, I want you, have you subscribed? Have you followed? I want you to follow the YouTube because I want to keep in touch with you. If you ever have any serious questions about, I don't care if it's life or whatever, you hit my DM. I want to see really cool things happen in your life, all right?
Thank you. Same.
All right. Well, I appreciate you making time to rock out with me. Tell people right now where they can find your content at.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, everywhere, honestly, at TheRealkmarieee with 3 E's. Okay? Thank you for having me.
My girl. And you enjoy the rest of your night.
You too. Thank you.
All right. I feel more fulfilled with conversations like this than when we're talking to like 60-year-old women who are still trying to argue with us that there's nothing wrong with having a high body count. Because I know she left with something. I know she did, right? If she sticks with her content, I think that her content is going to pop because I don't just subscribe to just mediocre content. You know, it's got to move me some type of way or something like that, right? Let me. Damn it. Wasn't able to see it. My day one for real. The International Quiet Storm said, money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. And AJ in the building. I apologize for the late super chats, people. Value often means money, not leadership, emotional provision, protection, father for the kids in the home, and family bonding. I appreciate her honesty. I agree with your sentiments 100%. I appreciate her honesty because she was a glimpse in, for us, she was a window into the minds of other women her age, and not even just her age. We believe that a lot of women think like this, like, what does that say if I'm conflicted? I'm conflicted. You want to say that it's bad if you won't leave me because I have money, but logically it's not bad. It is weighing the pros and cons and seeing, would it be smarter for me to leave or would it be smarter for me to stay? That's going to be something for me to think about. You want to say that there's a moral issue with it. Being willing to put up with a cheating man because he has money and not being able to put up with a man who cheated who doesn't have money. The thing that I would say is that could pose as an issue in you potentially not giving the man who is your best option a chance because his money is not right. He only works at UPS. I think that's where a lot of women are failing at because we know that that's where a lot of the good men are. Average men are better dating options than high-powered men. They simply are. Lone Star up in this situation. DF down here in the building. Fly High said, I checked out her YouTube. Okay, I didn't know she had a YouTube page. I checked out her YouTube. Tell this girl the truth. Her content is ratchet. I didn't know she had a YouTube page. Hey, you see what Lioness said. I hope the family accepts you. See, that's my issue with black and white relationship. It just seems like there's going to be some BS. Even in public, even walking together in public. Like, me, myself, personally, it's just too much for what I know I would be willing to put up with. It's too much for what I know I would be willing to learn. How patient I would have to learn to be. I just know. Connie said, am I worthless because of my weight? Turbulence, people. Depending on your weight, you could be, well, I won't say worthless, but undesirable on the dating market. But you could have a nice personality that someone who doesn't do well with women would be open to dating. So Even an obese woman, there's probably someone who you might not be attracted to the caliber of man who would be willing to deal with an obese woman, because typically the caliber of man who will accept an obese woman is the caliber of man who can't do better than her. If he was able to do better than her, he would. My brother, international quiet storm. My bro said any woman who went to Planned Parenthood outside of it being taken is a disgrace to their. It's normalized. It's so normalized to where by the time our young daughters come to the age where they might need one, it's not a big deal. If they had have tried to do that in the 80s, they would have been looked at a certain way. So I mean, listen, if 19 million have taken place, that I think that qualifies as normalized. Who is that? Roof down there. Shout out to Roof. Hey, Quiet Storm says she has no idea how bad it is. I think she doesn't. Hopefully, she doesn't get pregnant or something like that, because by the time in a few years, the reality of what's going on out there, she's going to be confronted with that reality. She's definitely going to be confronted with that reality. uh, Thomas said, gentlemen, a woman at 20 years old or a woman at 70 years old, emotionally, they are all 7 years old. I'll say 14, and I'm in complete agreement. A 20-year-old woman and a 70-year-old woman are likely going to have the capacity of like a 14-year-old girl, the crybaby-ish, the not understanding certain things. Are there some women who supersede that? Yes. But it's not in abundance, or shows like this would be out of business. The bulk of why people come to these shows is to get better understanding of women, see women express their unbelievable viewpoints, the dating information. But like, until the internet, we didn't know as much about you as we do now. We were taught something about you guys that changed. And so this new modern woman, we're having to get to know her all over. It's nothing that we was taught about. Hey, I gotta go with Quiet Storm. Slippery slope. Slippery slope. Quiet Storm says the moment that you sacrifice your morals for more money, you have doomed your. See, because after you do this, really, after, I'm not no hoe, but they said if I let him and his friend at the same time, they'd give me 3,000. I'm only gonna do it this once. When you had that meeting with your conscience and said, listen, we're going to do some stuff that may send a shock wave up our spine. We don't usually do this, but we're going to do it just this one time. It does. It sends a shock wave. But once that shock wave hits you, that you really did this, it gets easier for you to do something worse than that next time because you've been prepped for it. That's a slippery slope. Compromising your morals for values, or for your morals and values for money, that is a slippery slope. You'll find out that you can do worse things for money. You'll be more open to it. I agree. Lioness said that's why you should be equally yoked. Yeah. See, the process in which you determine who you're going to be spending your time with and things like that, that's important. Because if you get the right person, it gets easier for you to have somebody in your life that you actually have less arguments with because you picked a suitable person. Obi said, at this point, any man who thinks a woman doesn't want a man with a bag is delusional. We got to start living in reality about that as well. Yeah. I'll be honest. We're going to have to do a show on this. I think we have come to a place where that bag is more important than sex. You remember that we used to be able to smash a girl. I'm talking about I laid it down. Laid it. Bang, 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 bang. I got all of it in her. And she's gasping for air. Right? How we used to be able to spring a woman off of good sex and have her blowing our phone up. I just wanted to spend some time with you. I think that stuff is gone. It's been replaced with money. It's been replaced with money. I really believe that. A man with money is more attractive to today's women. Dang. Boy, they just hit me with three. A man with money is more attractive than a good man. You just heard it out of this woman's mouth. I got a feeling when I go back and watch this, I'm going to be floored. Okay, Connie said, I have a good personality, not ghetto raised, in the church, traditional woman. How much do you weigh, Connie? Tell me how much you weigh. Because I don't think, I don't view human beings as trash unless they're performing evil. You know what I mean? Yeah, equally yoked is definitely not equal salaries and things like that. Equally yoked, in my opinion, is you guys share so many major beliefs that when those beliefs arise in conversation, you guys aren't going to get into it like people with different beliefs would get into it because you share a lot of the same beliefs, the important beliefs. JG said, money over morals. Money over morals and character now. Yeah. I mean, she appears to be a sweet lady and hey, she didn't bite her tongue. She didn't bite her tongue. But see, here's the thing. When you're willing to stay with a man because of money, you're willing to deal with somebody and even have a child by somebody that you're not on the same page with. Somebody who outside of his money, you might not even like this person, or you guys not even be a good match to have a child together. But the money is blinding you and causing you to focus more on that than whether or not you are compatible enough with this person to bring a suitable human being into this world. Your weight does matter. Men are visual. Men are visual creatures. But so if you're walking around 300 pounds, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to be able to get a man to take you serious. Because for one, it tells a man that you don't have discipline and things like that, right? And for a man, men whose money isn't right, women are typically turned off by them. Women are typically turned off by them. Mr. Sadiq said she's too young to understand. And I thought she was probably 29 or something. When I found out that she was 19, I knew I wasn't going to be able to go in on the show like, like I wanted to. I really wanted to, have an adult conversation, you know what I mean? But I think I sugarcoated it enough to get the point through. One thing that we know for a fact is she's probably not never had a conversation like this, and that's that's why the conversation was important to me. If we could get these ladies to view themselves as something valuable, they wouldn't do a lot of the things that they do to themselves. If you think that you're valuable, that's why a lot of you guys take Ubers instead of your Mercedes, right? For one, you don't want to wreck your car. Don't want to get. That's actually a bad example. I'll say it like this. That's why a lot of you who own Rolexes, right, and things like that, a lot of you who own expensive watches, you don't work on the car with the watches on because you don't want any type of damage to devalue that thing that you view as valuable. And if they valued themselves, which they'll lie and say they do, they don't. If they valued themselves, they would definitely care about the things that they're doing out in society. That's one thing. Okay, Connie says I weigh 206, but I'm losing. I have cerebral palsy. Okay, 206, you can get that down. If you have cerebral palsy, dating is probably already difficult for you, significantly difficult, significantly difficult for you, even outside of the 200 pounds, right? Come up here, Connie. I'm drop a link in the chat. Come on up. I did have one son with my husband. I have tumors in my stomach. I've been married 18 years. Well, if you're married, then if you're married, you shouldn't care about dating or whether or not society would find you valuable. You've already won. All right, I'm going to drop a link. If there's anybody who has any questions, you can come on up. If you disagree with my ideologies and my viewpoints, there's a link down there on YouTube, TikTok. You know what it is. If you guys have any questions, hit the thing and come on up. If not, we are about to get up out of here. And shout out to my girl Lena for dropping the Cash App on us. All right, people. Listen, I appreciate you guys rocking out with us. Much love to all of the new subscribers that we have. Hold on, people. I got to do something. I got to do something. Miss Connie.
Hello.
Tell me how your night is going.
It's pretty good.
I've had you up here before, haven't I, Connie?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you said you're married?
I did. Yeah, I got married.
Are you married now? Are you married now?
Yeah.
Why you say it like that? Are you married or no? Are you married or no?
Yes, I am married. Sunday will be 18 years.
Okay, so tell me why. Go ahead.
But before I got married, dating was hard because of the CP. I didn't really like a lot of the modern things that about black women. That wasn't me. I wasn't like ratchet or ghetto or anything.
Right.
but um, I did get married. I was just wondering because you said the more weight a woman gain, the worthless. I mean, she lose her value,
Were
and
you
I was
aware
just wondering if that.
before you heard me say that? Were you aware that the more weight that a woman gains, the less the less attractive she is in the eyes of men?
Um, I was becoming aware, yeah, once I started listening to these shows, yeah. But I
So
am trying to lose for my
yeah,
sake.
because
I,
even if you're married, you still want to be appealing in the eyes of your husband. You see what I'm saying?
I do. I have tumors in my stomach too, a lot of them. And the doctor told me that makes me appear to be overweight and a lot of steroids I take. But I try to exercise as much as I can or eat. I'm trying to eat healthier, for myself as
how's your
well.
marriage going?
Sunday will be 18 years. July 12th
You guys get along
will
pretty
be
good?
18 years. We do. I love my husband very much. He's a very good man. We have our ups and downs like any, married
Right, right,
couple.
right.
We had struggles, but, you know, I'm thankful, and blessed, Um, it's a struggle. I didn't think I ever was gonna get married because, like you said, having CP, being a black woman,
Right,
and the
right.
way your shows talk about black women, they characterize us in a negative light, and
Yeah.
I don't want to be in that light.
So
I
I
may
think
sound drunk. Forgive me. I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. It's
you
just
been
my
drinking.
speech.
You been drinking.
No, no. I'm
He
telling
said, "I
you,
just
I
had
don't
one
drink.
glass. It was just one glass."
Yeah, CP. I mean, well, I've been drinking since a baby because this
Okay.
is the way I talk. But I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't party. I don't do none of that. It
Okay,
just,
so listen, let me say this
I
before I
mean,
drop you down.
it
Hold
will
on, hold
make
on,
my
hold on, hold on,
situation
hold
up.
on, hold on. Let me say this. You've already won. You have a life partner. So, a lot of the things
Mhm.
that a lot of women are going to have to deal with, you're not going to have to deal with. So, congratulations that you have a life partner. A life partner is essential. It is very, very important. Unfortunately, a lot of people today, something has happened to their minds to where they don't know how important a life partner is. But you have one, so I'm certain that you know how important having a life partner is. So listen, I'm
Extremely.
I'm about to get up off of here. I appreciate you coming up and sharing with us. And are you subscribed to the show?
No, not yet, but I will be.
All right,
I mean,
subscribe to the
I
show.
watch your show, but I don't pay. I'm sorry,
No, no, no.
I
I'm
can't
talking
pay to
about
be a
I'm
pay.
talking about subscribe to, like, when you hit the button and it make whenever I go live, it gives you an alert that lets you know I'm live on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
am.
good.
I
Hey,
am.
I appreciate your
Yeah.
support and you enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Bye bye. That's always a win. That is always a win when somebody walks away with a life partner. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what people are thinking. But listen, people, on to some other things that we need to discuss, right? And the things we need to discuss being things like this. Shout out to the real Stacy Prince, hottest show online, people. Huh? Huh? We hit that 30K mark, people. Um, Listen, I really, 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 really appreciate all of you guys who've been rocking with us when things were. We know that this is the hottest show online. We didn't know why the channel wasn't bigger. I appreciate you guys rocking with us up all the way up until the point where we figured out that the channel was structured wrong. Uh, it's nothing to bring up, but listen, we've gained several thousand subscribers ever since we fixed the problem, right? We didn't have any long form content. We are gaining 200 to 300 new subscribers a day now that we fixed the plumbing issue on our YouTube page. So again, shout out to all of my people who rock with the show. You know what it is. Okay, they turned me into a geeky cheese ball. So what?
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Listen, people, I appreciate you guys rocking out with us today. I got a lot of chopping up to do on this content. But you know what it is? If we are nothing else, we are out of here. Shout out to TikTok. Lovelace definitely in the building, rocking out with us over here. My brother. Roof definitely in the building over here, slicing and dicing with us. Shout out to Miss Brenda, always rocking with us. Coffee Killer definitely in the building. We're about to hit that mark where we have tens of thousands of subscribers. Trust. How to show online, people. I appreciate you guys rocking out with us. With that said, we are out of here.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Dead man. Dead man walking.
Welcome to Death Rock.
Talk to me like that again, you hear me? Say good night to the bad guy. Say good night to the bad guy. Bang, 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 daddy, bang. Get over here.
You know what it is to all of my big girls out in the audience.
My doctor has notified me that I'm morbidly obese.
She belongs to the streets.
Shout out to Fly High down there in the business. Been rocking with us, one of my stay ones.
Next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up, yeah?
Can't believe you say no funky shit like that.
Oh yeah, no, it's done. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4",
How much do you weigh?
180.
Goodbye.